Yes, people, welcome to Albert J TV. We are live outside the Emirates. Red carpet, people. Arsenal 3, Bodo Glimt nil. Another Europa League win. Second game in. But before we get into it, people, let's smash the intro.
Footballing community, you should know what to do by now. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to Albert J TV. A social media platform. Know what you're talking about, and what I mean by that is goals. ESR and Saka have done well. They've done okay. They've done well.
Yes, people, we are back at the Emirates. Europa League night on a Thursday night. Hopefully next season, people, it'll be a Champions League night. We know what I mean. People, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Any new subscribers, thank you. Your support is gratefully appreciated. People, you know what? It's tough for the Europa League games. I'll tell you why. When it gets to the group stages, it's kind of like it doesn't really spice up until the knockout stages, but we're way off of that. But people, I've got special guests in the background waiting for me. Let me add him in now. Let me see now. Where is he gone? Where's he gone? Coming, H. I'm coming. Coming, bro. Yes. RJ, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I found a quiet spot. Well, I say quiet spot, but not really.
That sounds too quiet to me.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. No, I'm glad you could join me, man. Yeah, I was just saying before, you could probably hear me in the background. It's tough for the group games in Europe. I always say, man, it's like, I think with the Europa League, and no disrespect to the competition, because like I said, Arsenal is not exactly blessed when it comes to European silver, you know what I mean? So, but you know what? I'm glad I came, man. The team lineup, I did kind of see it in our group chat. I think JC put it in the chat. And it's kind of like what I expected to see, really. So what do we have? Matt Turner in goal, Tomiyasu right back. I'm actually pleased Gabriel plays in these games, you know. I just think...
Yeah, he needs to.
It's interesting. I'm going to go through the rest of the team. So Gabriel, obviously Rob Holding comes in. Tierney, I was glad to see start again and get some more minutes into him. Fabio Vieira, Marquinhos. We still have Eddie Nketiah. And yeah, the kind of the players I thought would start tonight did start. So what did you make of the team lineup, my friend?
To be honest, I was actually fine with the lineup. I was a little bit concerned starting Martinelli. However, because I thought to myself, you know, Liverpool on the weekend, we don't want to risk that. However, with Martinelli, he's someone that always tries to set the intensity and the tempo. And this is a team where I feel like, yeah, they're coming over, but we need to set the example, to set the tempo. And he's someone that brings that energy, especially if we're not starting guys like Jesus or Saka. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I felt I was all right with that. Also, quickly, I was happy to see Eddie get more minutes. I wanted to, like I said to you before, I think it's very important with Nketiah that the cup games, he needs to establish himself. A lot towards the fans that, you know, wanted to see the back of him last season, but it's like, all right, cool. Well, you need to prove a point, and he needs to improve as well. So him, Sambi, I was glad to see him get a full game as well. And yeah, most of the players we haven't really seen, like Tierney, Turner, you know. So I was actually fine with the lineup, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what did you make of the first half? I mean, for me personally, obviously being here live at the Emirates, the first 15 was quite pedestrian, I thought personally. I don't think Arsenal really kind of did anything spectacular. I don't think Bodo Glimt did anything spectacular personally. By the way, big up their away fans. Their away fans are on point, but they sang all night, man, regardless of the result. But it's mad. It's like it took one moment in that first half, 2 passes, goal, great breakaway. You know what I liked about the first goal, bruv? It's Eddie looks hungry, you know. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't hungry before, like coming into the Arsenal setup when Arteta brought him in, but I think because Jesus is here, like the other day when he come up with his little cameo against Spurs, man was on a mission to get on the score sheet, bro. Trust me. But yeah, he looks. You know what it is, RJ. whether you agree or not, I'm going to bring you back in. I can see why Arteta likes him and why he's kept him at the club and what he brings to the team. He's got good movement. He's got good pressing. He looks sharp. He's actually a lot quicker than most people might think he is, actually. But yeah, he looks hungry. And you know what I liked about the goal? He was alert, bruv. 6-yard box. Goal. Perfect. So what did you make of Eddie and like the first half performance?
Yeah, I agree with you. With the first half performance, it was a bit pedestrian. However, I did look at it like, obviously, because I watched it on TV, Bodo Glimt, they look set up, like, sat behind the ball. It reminded me a little bit of Tottenham in a way, how they just kind of sat behind the ball and, you know, just invited pressure to try hit us on the counter. But, I mean, we said this from last season. That's what we want. And it seems like we're better when people sit behind the ball and make us work and, you know, we figure it out and try to unlock the door, you know, and we eventually did. And, you know, kudos for Tierney taking that shot. I just thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a great strike. Great strike.
And with Eddie, this is another thing which was spoken about last season as well, like, you know, more in the League Cup games, really. He brings that, he's like that classic fox in the box type player.
He's always got that, yeah. He's always got that.
And this is the thing with Arteta. He likes, and if you look at a lot of our players, you know, Martinelli, Jesus, him especially, like a lot of these players have high energy. They got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
They like to run about.
Good shout.
And I feel that's key to what Arteta wants. And that's why he was so desperate to keep him. Now we really see it, you know. If anything can, yeah, I'm glad he was there. He was more alert. And even I can't remember her name, Lucy, who was on the commentary team. She was just saying to him, he just took the hardest shot, like, because most people miss that. You saw Ronaldo.
No, you're right. You're right. It looked like an easy finish, but it wasn't. I even seen it in real time. It wasn't. But I thought the goal sort of just sparked Arsenal into shape. The passing was better. Because before that, I thought that it was very, very, to me, too long on the ball, a bit slow, a bit sluggish, but the goal come, 2 passes, goal, fantastic. So we get the goal to go 1-0 up. And then, to be fair, you know what? I thought the second goal was really, really good from a point of view. Fantastic ball enough. Was it Fabio Vieira or Marquinhos got the cross in? And it's a and great header by Rob Holding to go 2-0. So we look comfortable, man. I have to see Kenny Ken, but he's long gone, but I can't catch him. But no, we looked better once we got the goal, and then we got the second goal. Like I said, I don't think what I remember. I'm not that I think I remember. I was right. They didn't have a shot on target.
I can remember. No,
they didn't. Yeah, we had in the first half. I think we had, if I'm right, 12 shots at goal, 4 on target. I actually thought we had more on target than that. I must have watched a different game, but yeah, listen, the stats don't lie. And plus, I'm in the stadium, so I cannot get it wrong. But yeah, it was once we got the goal, I thought the momentum was a bit better, and they didn't really. To give credit to our defense, I don't think they gave us enough problems in the final third, because I thought we controlled it after we got the first goal. To be fair, but anyone else for you in the first half stood out? I think with Marquinhos, and I would not just say, I'm not to talk about him in the first half performance, but generally his game.
Yeah.
It's just more games. It's just more time. It's just more time in England, more time to adapt, because I thought the game, particularly in the second half, and I don't know if struggle's the right word, but I thought it passed him by a little bit, for me personally. What's you come in? Sorry, man. What's your thought?
No, I agree with that. It's like you said, he's just settling down, and you know, remember he was playing under 23s football before he started playing the Europa League. So I agreed with that, because as much as we'd have thought, send him out on loan and let him get development, we can't afford that with how thin our squad is. But he's gonna take time. You know, he's young, he's still learning. It's no pressure for him.
Yeah. All
that matters is in getting settled, and then he did kind of fizzle out, but to be expected, to be honest with you. I mean, I said this is his first home game. I'm pretty sure, you know. So,
yeah. RJ brought me onto my next point, because you did message me actually. I think during the game I did see it come up. Thank God for 4G plus, because Amanda's touched on it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Vieira, because I think for me, I'm gonna speak for myself when I say this.
Big up.
I need to see him. Big up Amanda. Amanda, big hugs, man, virtual hugs. I need to see him play more, and that's not in the sense that I'm not sure if he's got skill or he's got talent. That's not the question. Because people talk about the comparisons, Odegaard and whatever. Do you think it's too? What do you see the two differences between those two players? I think looking at Vieira, he's a bit quicker across the ground. Maybe that's just my own humble opinion, but I think for me, I need to see him play more. But I thought he played well tonight. What was your thoughts on him?
Vieira, for me,
and he got another goal. Yeah.
Sorry.
And he got another goal as well. Yeah, God.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait till we get to that. For me, with Vieira and Odegaard, I'll quickly settle this because to me, it feels like Vieira has everything. And Odegaard, it's like Vieira moves a lot more quicker.
Yes.
With his feet, with his shooting and that. Odegaard thinks quicker. Do you know what I'm saying? So, well.
Good, man. Yeah.
Hey, if it comes like that,
you're right. You're right with Odegaard in terms of seeing a picture in the footballing brain. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
And I see him. He's like the Özil replacement. Vieira, I wouldn't even know who would be replacement-wise any players in the past, unless you can think of anyone, because he's very silky. He's not afraid to take shots out the box, and he is creative also. And that's something I've always felt we needed someone with the complete pack. Maybe Santi. I don't know. Let me hold fire on. I love Santi.
I think. No, you're right. No, I think with Vieira, for me, I just need to see him play more because, as I said before, I don't really know much about him. He introduced himself well in the game against Sheffield United. Great goal. He scored the other night. He scored tonight. Sorry, as well. I think again for him, it's more time. And like I said, now we're back in Europe. There's more games. You're going to see you're going to see a lot more from Marquinhos. You're going to see a lot more from Vieira. Yeah, it was great. Sambi as well. It's great to see Tierney and Tobiyasu get more minutes and come through injury free as well. I want to ask you one thing about. I was talking to a couple of Arsenal fans on the ground, innit? And I've seen it a tiny bit on socials. With Gabriel, what have you made of him this season? And what did you make of tonight?
Tonight, I'll start with tonight. Now, tonight, I think he was a little bit more relaxed. He was a little bit more steady, and I felt like, I don't know, maybe the penalty was in his head.
Yeah.
More. Like, because he did speak about it on what game was it? Was it Fulham where he made a mistake? I think it was Fulham.
Yes, it was. Mitrovic robbed him with the ball. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Right. And then, he explained it in the interview how, the team and the fans helped to get back into it. And then, funnily enough, he goes and gets the winner. So, like, I think with Gabriel, and I've said this a few times, even last season with you as well, I think with him, he just needs to compose himself a lot more. That's the biggest problem with him right now, because not only Arsenal fans I've seen on social media, even people from other teams, and they're genuine, not with the banter stuff, because they said to me, they feel Saliba's the better centre back because he's more composed, he deals with stuff even under pressure. With Gabriel, it's like if he's anything under pressure, it could be an issue, and he's a bit rash.
Do you think sorry, let me come in. Sorry. Do you think with Gabriel, he's very, I think the best equivalent I can think of is a striker trying to get ahead in the box and fox in the box sort of thing. As a defender, he always feels he can win the ball. There was a part in the first half, I don't know, you might have to rewatch the game, but he goes to win the ball in areas of the pitch where you're coming out of position and you're not going to win the ball. He did that once and I said, where's he going? But to me, is that something he can iron out, or is that something as Arsenal fans are going to have to get used to? Because he's been here a couple. He's been here a couple of years now. We've seen that.
He's been here a couple of years, and he hasn't really learned from that. He's been doing that for quite a bit. So I think it's something for him to do. I think we just got to get used to it, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day,
he's like that. Yeah, he's very touch tight. Very touch tight. Yeah.
You know, it's just one of them things. If Arteta hasn't spoken to him about it, which I'll be quite surprised if he hasn't, then it's just something we just kind of got to get used to, unfortunately. But
yeah,
either way, he's a good defender. He just needs to compose himself. And
yeah,
I'll quickly make this point. As much as I love Saliba, he just looks so much more. This is going to sound a little bit wild, but it just seems a little bit more experienced than Gabriel. Yet Saliba's the younger centre back, and it's like
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to explain. It might sound wild, but it's my opinion.
No, listen. We're all on social media. We see wild with our fan base, but don't worry about that. That's not wild, man, at all. No, I just thought it's an interesting point to bring up. But yeah, so we come into the second half. I thought it was very sloppy. I have to be honest. We didn't start it very well. I mean, there was an opening chance for I think it's in Nketiah. I think it's in Nketiah, like the first 30 seconds. But after that, it was very disjointed, and I think Arteta saw that, and you saw within 10 minutes it's a triple substitution. That wasn't knee jerk. He thought, no, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing for the first 10 minutes. We're 2-0 up. We need to have this game dead and buried. We're not starting it very, very well. What did you make of the substitutions? Were you surprised to see anyone come on, or are you not too displeased with the substitutions made and how Arsenal played after that?
Yeah, regarding the second half start, I wasn't impressed. I felt they probably thought the game was done, which does annoy me because it's like, no, what happens if it's 2-2? You know what I mean? If they find a way, because they started giving them chances, which was very frustrating for me. And what I like about Arteta, we've said this a few times before in the past,
be reactive.
Sorry?
Yeah, be reactive. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. Be proactive. Sorry, be proactive. Proactive.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And you can show ruthless. Look, if you're not performing, come off. He said it in the documentary. Remember? He was like, listen, I could change this team for one. Don't get excited. And that's what we saw. And you saw the difference in quality once, you know, Jesus, Saka, Martin Odegaard come on. It was just different. Do you know what I mean?
Before I'm gonna come back to you. Do you know what I like?
Go ahead.
He kept Eddie central.
Yeah.
Jesus stayed on the left. There was even a point where Saka and Jesus swapped over. So the point I'm getting at is there's a lot more fluidity within the squad.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot more. Mm-hmm. And you know what? As much as I've been critical of, and maybe some Arsenal fans, of Reece Nelson, it was good to see him come on. And hopefully this time again, he can stay injury-free, because this boy's been ravaged. Yes, he's gone on loan a few times, but it's good to see him come on and get a few cameo minutes. What was your thoughts, my friend?
I thought he would have started, to be honest with you, instead of Martinelli, because I was hoping for that. Because I knew he came back, I think it was a few weeks ago now. So I was thinking, okay, get fit, and then hopefully we'll see in the Europa League. Because if you're staying here, you're putting your foot down, you want to fight for your place like you did a few seasons ago, then you've got to take your chances. And we've seen with Arteta, with some of the younger lot, he has pushed them to another gear. So if Nelson wants to continue, he's got to push it to another gear. And it was nice to see him come on. And I forgot how kind of quick he was, to be honest with you. But it was good to see. You know. I was happy with what I saw. Just need a little bit more. Hopefully we'll start the next Europa League game. We've got PSV next, I think. So,
PSV. Then we've got FC Zurich, which is on that one. I think that's the beginning of November. I think it is.
Right.
But no, and we get an RJ. We're not going to keep. I'm not going to say too long. So I need to get home and eat, man. But no, we get the third goal. Great footwork. Oh, I'll tell you, Jesus,
man.
If I could fall in love with a guy, man, it's this guy. I'm telling you, his footwork is insane, bro. And if Vieira gets the third goal, go on.
He tried to do that against Tottenham. Sorry, I just needs to get that out. He tried to do that against Tottenham, and he almost succeeded, if you remember. The fact that we actually saw it get pulled off, even though he pulled it out wide for Vieira to get his goal, and it was well deserved for Vieira. I thought he had a fantastic game. You just saw the difference in quality Jesus brings to this team. This guy is 100%. So key to this team. It's unreal. And you know what's so good about him? And I've said this about Nketiah. Nketiah, because he's got high energy as well, he has to shadow after him. That is an example. And obviously, it's not exactly going to be Jesus Part 2. But if there's anyone you want to shadow after, There you go. There's a good point.
You know what? You make a good point about the high energy because they tried countless times to play out the back unsuccessfully. Bodo Glimt, but because our pressing from Eddie, from Martinelli, from Marquinhos, Xhaka coming in from deep, they could not handle it. But just one more thing before we go, man. Who's your player of the match? I think I know already. I think I already know.
You saw the text.
For a day for home game, yeah.
Has to be him. Hands down. I thought he was absolutely fantastic today. I mean, it kind of went a little bit quiet in the second half, but to be honest, I think the first half, he just did it all. He just did everything he needed, you know? So I think for me, Vieira, I want to give a special shout out to Sambi.
Go on, bro.
As well.
Yeah.
I thought it was excellent too. His passing was fantastic. So,
neat and tidy tonight, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely a shout out for Sambi today, but man of match, Vieira for me.
No, good shot. You know what? I was looking through that. I was impressed with Eddie. Should have scored. Bad miss a goal. Yeah. I don't know why he hit it so hard. Yeah, great move. I don't know why he hit the ball so hard, but yeah, I would have given it to Eddie if he bagged that second one. But I'm gonna go with Vieira as well. Looking forward to seeing him play more. Gives us another dimension in terms of that Odegaard-esque type of sort of player. But no, listen. Like I said, the group games are. It's hard. They're not easy because you're coming against teams that either you don't know a lot about. But you know what? They were no mugs. They've had some good results in Europe recently. I think there was they beat Roma 6-1. I don't know how long ago that was. That's incredible when I saw that. Yeah. So they had pedigree, but we made them. Listen, we got some very, very good players in this squad. It's enjoyable to come to the Emirates. The football's good as well, so I can't really complain. RJ, give yourself a plug. Where can the people find you, man?
Well, guys, you can find me on Twitter at RJ Wills. There is my Twitter handle, and I will be back very, very, very soon on my YouTube channel as well. Ryan Williams AFC. Albert, thanks for bringing me on. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, bro. Of course, man. Never think about it. Family, bro. People, smash the like button if you haven't already. This is going live on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Watch it back. Like I said, like, comment, tell me about your man of the match, player of the match, what you thought we did well, what you thought we need to work on. People, as you can see, your host, Albert JTV. I'm knackered, I'm hungry, I need some Caribbean or Nigerian food, whatever we can find at this time of the night. But people, smash the like button, like I said, and subscribe to the channel. And obviously, go and follow RJ on his Twitter handle and also subscribe to his channel as well. People, this is Albert JTV live in the Emirates. Arsenal 3, Bodo Glimt 0. Come on, you Gunners. Roll on the Scousers on Sunday. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on.
Over and out.